Hey guys, hope you are all doing well. It is the 2nd of January today and we're going to do an update on Bitcoin. This is an emergency video. It's going to be pretty quick paced because look at what Bitcoin is doing. We're at 33k right now. Okay, this video is largely going to be about how we can react to the current price action, what we can expect further. Obviously, we're at incredibly overbought levels, but when you go into these extreme parabolic moves as we are, as you can see in this chart, it's the linear scale here on the monthly chart. Yeah, we are absolutely flying at present. As I say, we've reached 33k, and the big question now is, are we going to keep powering higher in this vertical parabolic climbing the wall type price action, or are we going to suddenly sell off? The question is, where will that point be? So these are the key things to discuss in today's video. I've marked on the chart a couple of very key horizontal levels. We'll go into detail. You're going to have to stay tuned to the end to find out about all the details about why these horizontal levels are significant. This pitchfork is holding price wonderfully well. Again, it's one of the main indicators that I'm really focused on right now. So if that all sounds interesting, stay tuned. Hey guys, so as I say, this is very much an emergency video. Bitcoin, as I say, is flying to around 33k right now. We're seeing a little bit of a pause on the 1 minute chart, and it's around these. You do get some very, very key resistance levels, and we're going to go into them in detail. As I say, really in the last couple of hours, I've been doing almost a running commentary for the group. So as you can see here, just over the last couple of hours, just been running through these pitchforks, horizontal camera pivot levels that we need to look at. And then as we go in, looking really at the Elliott wave count on the smaller time frames, looking at how it's playing out. At present, it was the talk of a potential ABC. As we're materializing, it's now looking like it might be a more complex correction. We'll go into that in this video. But yeah, if you want to get more updates from me, if you want my weekly analysis on Cryptology, for example, head on over to my website, wave618.com. This is the group here, Cryptology. If you click on this, you then get all the details about it, and you can decide if you are interested. So all the details are here. Links to this are all in the description to the YouTube video that you are now watching. So just check out the Cryptology link if you're interested. So with that said, let's talk about what Bitcoin is doing right now. So as I say, since we've broken out from this 24k horizontal range here, we've been following this pitchfork really, really nicely. This has really been the guideline for me. We anticipated this sell-off once we hit the upper warning line. We then came sideways, and we could see as it was going sideways, we knew around this point it couldn't make another low because that would take it out the pitchfork, and so we could actually anticipate the next leg up, and that has worked very, very nicely, running into the median line, and then again pushing into the upper half of this pitchfork above the median line. We're now going above the upper median line. Now the big question is, are we going to find resistance here and sell off? Well, we're actually using the upper median line as support as we speak, and it's actually holding as very, very nice support right now. In my opinion, long story short, I certainly see further upside. The question is how far it goes, and I do have some key horizontal levels to look out for to try and gauge how high it goes. So yeah, first of all, this pitchfork, very, very significant. There was a smaller pitchfork that we've been looking at, is this one. And this one actually explains why we came into a little bit of resistance at this point, okay? So I actually think we're going to fly way up and above this pitchfork. Often in these parabolic moves, you will get price breaking to the upside of these pitchforks, and you get that what we call an overshoot, yeah? So yeah, as you can see, we've again respected this pitchfork pretty nicely. Lower median line holding here. We then run into your upper median line, use the median line as support, which then takes us to the upper warning line, where we're just we've not seen a major rejection. If you zoom in on the 1 minute chart, you will see we have not got rejected at this point. We've not seen a major impulse to the downside, and we seem to be just pushing higher and higher. To me, it looks like we are going to keep pushing higher from here, and so we need to look at what the next horizontal levels of resistance will be. So we can actually remove this pitchfork now, because as I say, I don't think it's going to be too significant. I think we are going to break it to the upside. So this one is the more relevant one, where the upper warning line will be the next immediate level of resistance that I'll be looking at. But again, as I say, with these parabolic moves, you can certainly shoot above the upper warning lines. And so for that reason, you've got to look at other horizontal levels of resistance to look out for. Now, as you know, I like to incorporate camellia pivots, and these are best seen at present on the daily time frame. As we finished the last month, on the daily time frame we get our new period for the next month. Yeah, so this is our January period right here, and you can see a very, very strong start. So obviously we finished the December period here very strong above the R4, and then we want to see how price reacts to the R3 and the R4 of this period here. So this is for January, and you can see we've broken above the R3, already a very good start. The R4 basically sits at 35.5k. okay, so that's a significant level. I'll certainly be looking for how price reacts at that level. If we get a major 5-wave move down off that would be very concerning. However, if we just start flagging there, I'll be getting very excited looking for long positions to take us to the next level of resistance, which we'll talk about shortly. Okay, so just bringing on our annotation. So I've marked these two levels on the R3 and the R4. So the R3 we've actually gone through already. That sits at 32.3k. So we've superseded that one. And now 35.5 is the next major horizontal level of resistance. Okay, so the next level of resistance above that can be seen here on the daily time frame. So as we've previously discussed, there is the possibility of this being a corrective move up, where this is really an A, this is the B, and then we're working on the C to make a running flat. So that count is still very much in play. Obviously it is looking very parabolic, and we can argue, of course, it could all be a 1, 2, we're playing a 3, and we'll go into a 4 and a 5. Both counts are very valid. As time goes on, obviously the higher we go, the more we have to think about the possibility of this being a wave 3. But in my opinion, no, the ABC count is not invalidated. Certainly very plausible, but it doesn't change a thing. Right now it's all about trading between the horizontal levels. You will note we are at extreme overbought territory right now. If we just quickly pull up the RSI a moment and just take a look on the weekly, yeah, you'll see the weekly RSI currently sits at 93. Now our record level was all the way back here at 99. Then we had this level here at 96, yeah, and then in our 2017 high we managed to reach 90. So it was at 90 in the 2017 high, and we all remember how that eventually ended. Well, we're currently at 93, yeah, so we're in very, very overbought territory. In my opinion, you don't want to be putting any long-term long positions in right now. Yeah, it's very much about an intraday trades right now, in my opinion, of which there's a lot of potential to gains to be made to the upside as it stands, the way it's looking at present. But if we just come back to the original chart, as I say, the B wave, there's a couple of ways in which that can be projected. So my favorite way is really to do a fib projection here, and we were targeting 30,000, well 30,000.2 to 0.3 because of the 1.236 extension fib projection. Now the 1.382 fib projection sits roughly at 39 to 40k. Okay, so that would be the next level of resistance after that 35.5k, which we've already mentioned being the camellia pivots daily R4 level of resistance. So we've got three major levels of resistance to look out for, in my opinion. So we've got the pitchfork to the upside. So if we just bring that back on, so that's this one. Yeah, so the upper warning line of this pitchfork, definitely I'll be very cautious at that point, wanting to see how price can react. I'm of the opinion we can certainly go above it. Yeah, so I'll still be very happy to look for further longs, after which the next major level of resistance is that daily R4 camellia pivot, which sits at 35.5k. And then after that, I can't see any major resistance into around 39k, 39 to 40k. All right, so these are the major levels of resistance. Basically, all I'm doing right now is I'm trading between the key levels. So now we've taken out the R3, which was pretty much at 32.2k. It is looking strong. I've got a bullish bias all the way up until the upper warning line of the pitchfork. At that point, I want to, it's a take profit level. I'd stop, see how price reacts, and then if we see a bull flag, I'll be happy to jump in with the next target being 35.5. Again, at that point, it's a take profit level. Wait to see how price reacts. If there's still a bull flag rather than a major rejection, it's a case of trading to 39. To get to that, don't forget your weekly RSI is going to be incredibly overbought, maybe even equaling all-time highs at that 99 level on the RSI. It's possible, but as I say, this is not investment territory, okay? We're very overbought right now. It's a case of looking for intradays only, being very cautious with stops. You got to be very careful with your risk management. So yeah, all of these things you got to be aware of. But yeah, these are the key levels that I'm looking out for. As I say, it's very simple, following this pitchfork primarily with regards to following the trend. Yes, it can break it to the upside, and I've mentioned the key horizontals after that, so that being 35.5 and 39. Okay, so those are the two levels. Now, invalidation of this move up, I would be concerned when we come beneath the median line of this pitchfork. Okay, at the moment, to be honest, I don't really want to see price come back beneath this upper median line. I don't think it should anymore. Now, if we really go in on the 1 minute, as I say, we've been looking at this. We are very much flagging at present, okay? So we came down in what looked like a potential 5-wave move down, okay? But the way it's looking like a running flat now, and this just looks like it wants to go higher. So it's looking like an A, B, and a C. It could be more prolonged. It could turn out to be a WXY, so it could end up being a running double 3. So that's your W, your 3 up to make your X, and that could be a 3 down to make your Y. But generally speaking, I would expect this upper median line here to hold. Okay. Of course, if we get an expanding double 3, then you can take out this upper median line. But in my opinion, in this strong market, I expect it to be more of a running flat or running double 3 with your upper median line holding. Okay. So yeah, short term, my stops would be probably beneath this low here. Yeah, I see further upside, definitely. I think we can move quite powerfully quite soon for another leg up. I think this is just a temporary pause, and then we push higher. As I say, upper warning lines are not too far away. You will have to draw the pitchfork on your chart because it's a dynamic line. The target will change as time goes on. So it's a case of drawing it on your own chart to see where the upper warning line will meet with price. But as I say, then we've got our next horizontal levels, 35.5 and 39k that I'm looking at. All right, so those are the key levels, key things I want to point out, and then I'll try and wrap this video up just so it gets uploaded rather than it being too late before you see it. So I just want to say a massive thank you to all you continuing to show your likes. The channel is growing. The YouTube algorithm still seems to hate me, so but hey, I'm still going to produce the content because you continue to like the videos. As we've been doing, I'm going to do the raffle using the previous video's comments. So that's to win free access to the Juice, which is my condensed educational course looking at the key indicators that I use. And so we've put the URL in for the video. We've got the comments retrieved. There's 45. And then we are going to run this raffle. So who is this video's winner? So ignore that one because that's clearly spam. So let's pick another winner. Okay, so we've got G. Fareed, 2010. Good to see Bitcoin videos coming so regularly. Happy New Year to all. Stay safe. Thank you very much. And you are today's winner. So just send me an email. Email is in the description to the video. Ask for your free access to the Juice and you will get that. So yeah, that pretty much wraps it up. I think I've mentioned everything that we need to say in today's video. So we're going to leave it there and take care, guys.